Here I am on my 2-node cluster running on Windows Server 2016 Technical Preview. It's Redmond and Bellevue nodes. It's got some storage being replicated by Storage Replica, and I'm running a virtual machine. I'm going to go ahead and connect to this VM. And this VM is running 2012 R2. It's on O2 right now, as you can see, and it's a file server. There's a share called public, and it's also a SQL server. And here's a terrible little SQL insert query, and I've saved off, some data into some rows in the table. And I'm also copying files to the server. Just a simple Xcopy job. You can see that folder is filling in with my vacation pictures. And just to prove that I stay in the same box and there's nothing up my sleeve, here's Bill Gates hanging out with the Secretary of State, and now he's hanging out with me. And what I'm going to do now, I've done all this stuff and I'm continuing to do these things to this machine. Here comes Jake, my disaster, and my disaster is cutting power. So I'm going to take my KVM and power cycle the O2 machine, like so. And you can see it's a little time compressed. Just getting back to that BIOS screen will probably take a few seconds. But you can tell it's already failed over. Storage Replica has reversed the direction. The VM's back up and running on the other node, the O3 Bellevue node. And if I log into it, let's see what I find. Well, first, I log into SQL. It's obviously working fine. As I can log in, I'm green on the database. I start drilling down into my tables, take a look, and I should find all of my data that I was inserting as perfectly readable, and it is. And if I go look at my file share, we'll see what happened to all those files I was copying from that central machine. And the last file I copied was 2542. And if we go back and look at the machine where I was copying from, there's 2542. And that file is open. It's not corrupt. It's a picture of my wife while we're on a trip to Florence. And here's me hanging out with Bill Gates. You can see how happy Bill is that this Storage Replica thing has been working out. And if I wait a little bit, that other machine that I had power cycled is going to come back online. Obviously, we've waited here in the video. I've time compressed a little bit, waiting for a server to start. It's going to take a while. And you can see it just now pops back online, joins back into the cluster. There it is, joined into the cluster. If you look at the disks, they're coming back online. The replication direction has reversed, and I'm back in business.